It's Will, and I'm coming to you guys live. Just going into some real quick wins, show you guys how to do it for pick three. Family, I'm going to be coming out with another update to pick three, and I'm excited about it because we're gonna get right straight to the real to the folks who just want to get real money. And when I say real money, I'm talking about 10,000, 20,000 plus. Some of this, I mean, you guys see me posting the videos. You guys get a sense of where this is coming from. We're just going to lower some of these numbers, some of these counts, and then bet bigger. So this episode, I'm just going to show you how to pull out a really quick win for pick three. I did that tonight. For Sunday evening. It's September 19th. So let's get into it. So, family, you guys see this is just a quick past winner profile here. You'll see I'm looking at everything from the 16th through the 18th, and so here's the last six draws. So this is a scenario. So when you take a look at it, you're setting this up for your own potential win. I'm just going to show you how easy it is. So you look at the hit ratio. I talked about that in the last video, hit ratios of 69%. So anything high, you're really just increasing your chances of winning. Because, I mean, if you look here for this particular guy, bam, 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 bam. I mean, it stands to reason that the next winner is going to come from this guy here. It even stands to reason that the next winners are going to come from these guys here. Family, let me tell you something. When you have these really high hit ratios, that is the clue to get this money for real. It's that simple. Anytime you have a high hit ratio, you see this is 100. Now this is a little misleading because there's some duplicates in here, but the same concept applies. The higher the hit ratio, the higher your win is going to be. So I can stay here in this month day profile here, family, and I'm very positive that a win is in here. Very positive that a win is in here. For you guys who have the system, you have the, why do I keep saying system? For you guys who have access to the lottery data platform, you could easily check this yourself. But the one thing I'm really going to be stressing is that even though these numbers will give you the win, what we want to do is reduce that number of potential playing numbers as small as we can. So remember, I talked about on a few videos now that although 2019-03 is a really good year. It produces a lot, and I'm just going to select one just to show you. So I'm going to include the entire month, and I'm going to take it off this guy for a second. You'll see what I'm talking about. See, I have 62 possible numbers, family. That's just too much. But here's the crazy part about this. The win is in here. So just like I said, you guys can check it for yourself. I'm just gonna highlight it right here. That's the win, and that's the win. You see it for yourself. This is the midday win, and this is the evening win right there. So I mean, most folks would be excited. Oh man, Will is right. You get the win out of there. You can, family, and that's why I keep stressing it enough. For those who, man, I hope this really sinks in, family. When you see high hit ratios like this, like 83%, 100%, the wins are in there, family. The wins are in there. I'm going to highlight it again just to show you. This was the evening win. If you played that straight box, you got the evening win. This was the midday win. If you played that midday, you got the win. The problem is, you got to play all these numbers to get it. And we don't want that. We want to reduce this list as small as we can, to a smaller list as we can. And I'm putting together something that's going to do that, family. And I'm telling you, for you guys who aren't in on this yet, get in now, because when I do this, this list is going to be so small, and you guys are going to have such an opportunity to play. When I say small list, I'm saying less than 10. And I don't like to make guarantees about anything, but family, when this list gets super small, right? You can aggressively bet how much you want to bet. And when you do that, when you see the returns I'm going to start putting up, family, I'm going to have to just go after like real gamblers. I know I got a few of my lottery family members who are still trying to figure out, how do you bet? This tool is not going to be just for small time betting. I mean, you can, and I think the price point is way more than reasonable to have this. But I'm telling you, family, that my next phase of this, when I come out with the other tool that's going to complement mylottodata.com, those numbers are going to be so condensed you can bet aggressively, family. Again, here's the win. You got 57 numbers that you can play, right? And so here's the midday. So I mean, you can do the quick math. If you played this like this, I'm thinking straight box. That's 40, that's $80. You're ahead. You're ROI positive. And then you come back and then you remove these two guys, boom, you're ahead right here. You're also ROI positive. But again, you have to sort through these numbers here, all these numbers, this, you got to eliminate that or pay for that. And who wants to just pay for numbers that aren't going to be winning? But again, if you just wanted to put a quick win in your pocket, this is how you do it, family. So at any rate, I just wanted to show you guys that. But also, I got the win, but I didn't use that month profile. And for the same reasons I'm telling you, it's just too many numbers to play. So I'm gonna use this profile here. Where is it? Yeah, I'm gonna use this profile here. It's 2004-05. Remember, family, for the state of Florida, anything less than 2005 December is gonna have that condensed. You see it right here. It's going to have that condensed lottery pool. So remember, on the first one, you guys saw for 2019-03, right? I'm just going to put it back just so you guys see it. For 2019-03, if I select that, right? Look at that, 57 numbers I have to go through. Well, I don't want that. I'm going to select something smaller. Bam. That's something smaller. I still have a pretty high hit rate of 67%. And the winner is in here too. There's the winner right there. And there's the winner right there. So it's super simple. Instead of 57 numbers, now I reduce that to 27 numbers. That's reasonable. I could probably get this down to something even smaller. Um, and again, family, heed my message. I'm going to get these numbers down to something so small. I'm going to have to charge higher premiums, because when I start showing you guys these payouts, you're going to be like, it's just going to be the information is going to be too valuable to just stay at that price point. So stay tuned. This next iteration of mylottodata.com, I understand some of you guys are just getting into it. Some of it may be a little unfamiliar to you. And I'm trying to get as many videos out as I can. Family, if you buy it, you could easily just walk through and make this match up for your state and see where these wins are coming from. I I don't know how else to put it. If you guys have more info or input on how I can like make this more readable to you, I am. You see, I'm staying with consecutive draws. I have a couple of different algorithms over here, but consecutive draws is the way to go, family. It's the quickest way to pull those wins out, in my view. All right, so at any rate, I'm going to stay with the 2004-05. You see, there's the win right there, and then there's the win right here, 189. And just to round this out, just to show you guys that, what I talk about, I also preach. I don't just preach it, but I also do it. Share the tab. There's the pick three wins, family. You see it. I talked about it. I'm also doing it. You see that? See, Sunday, September 19th evening. You see the win, 189. You see when I printed it, 9 o'clock. These are real wins, family. Real wins. So I'm going to go back over here, share this tab again. This is how you win pick three consecutive draws. You get a really high hit ratio. This is 100%. This is 83%. This is 83%. This is also 83%. But what I wanted to do was get something that was going to put me in that smaller list. See how that's 27 numbers that I have to choose from? 27 numbers as opposed to 62. And if I just went ahead and did the quick, you guys will see it up here. No joshing. See the 419, the 491, and the 819. And if I put it back on 2004, I think it was '05. Oh, maybe it was something else. 2004. What was it? Hold on, I'm going to find it. Just so it was '05, 2004. Oh, not for hit ratio. My bad. Sorry. 2004-05. Bam. You see it right there. This is where the win came from. So let me put it back on the 16th so you guys see it. And then put it back on 2004-05. Why isn't this guy? Wait, hold on. Put it back on the 16th through, hold on, 16th through the 19th. Analyze that. You guys will see it come up here. Now put it back on 2004-05. You see it, family? You see why I chose that? See, you see the win I was just telling you about? You had two right there. You also had that 941. That's how you win. It's that simple. High hit ratio. You just select. You can do that if you want to. Then email it to yourself. If you guys need help with this, I can help you. Give me a ping, and I can walk you through this again. I guess I'm not understanding where the difficulty is, especially if I'm putting the video. Here, I'm gonna go through it one more time just so you guys see. You pretend that you don't know what the winner is, right? So when this analyzes, this is a scenario. This is the last two draws from the 16th through the 18th. So let's say it's the 18th and you're trying to figure out what to play for the 19th. That's the purpose of this. So what you want to do is you want to look at the highest hit ratios. You see how I sorted that from high to low? I want to look at the high hit ratios. The high hit ratios tell me that these hits are coming from these month date profiles, these year month profiles. That's what that means. I could choose 2010-08. I could choose 2014-02. And as you saw, I could choose 2019-03. These also have high hit count ratios or hit ratios. But what I chose to do is this one. The reason I chose that guy, because it has a high hit ratio over 67%. But I also know I don't get that many numbers. That's why I chose it. See, and then when I exclude past winners, I got 27 numbers. That's why I chose it. And then bam, you see here, that's the winner right there. And bam, that's the winner right there too. So I've proven two things. One, past dates create future wins. You guys know that I talk about that. You have a tool. All you need to do is select that button there, that checkbox there. We didn't have that before with MyLottoData.com for consecutive draws. I just added this actually last week. I think I just added this so you guys could check the checkbox. Boom, you got the checkbox checked. Include the entire month, so you got 27 numbers here, and then you email it to yourself. So now you have an email of numbers that you go play. I don't know of another way to show you that, family. If that's still something's missing, give me a ping and we'll go through it a little more in depth. See you guys on the other side. Take care.